Hello everyone, my name is Crow and this is All the Mods 9 to the Sky. This is episode 27. So last time we got our first pieces of the star. We got our Wither's Compass, we have our red matter and whipped up just a quick nether star block. And then I actually went over to our small island over there with all the skulk sensors on it, or the skulk shriekers, and I just grabbed the mob imprisonment tool and just picked up a warden. I do have an extra one over here just in case, and of course I left a. Actually, I destroyed the island, but I left a single shrieker so that if I really want to, I can create a. I can summon a new warden if such a thing is desired or needed. So what I want to do today is I want to work more on this all the mod star. So we see here that we've done quite a bit of the pieces of the star. One of the biggest pieces remaining is going to be Botania to get to the Gaia Guardian. So the dragon soul. And then the dimensional seed. I also need Gaia spirit seeds, so I will need the Gaia Guardian for that as well. But everything else is, for the most part, within my reach. So I'm just going to do some quick crafting just to see what I can just quickly knock out. Let's get the advanced generators first. I set up a bunch of crafting patterns for these things. So I might actually just be able to whip some of these up. Okay, so I need for the improbability, I need a high density power capacitor. All right, that satisfies that requirement. Okay, and what else do I need? I need a vibrant capacitor bank. I believe I set up a crafting pattern for that. I also need a flight module. I did go over to the nether, and I just went to a gas. They mainly spawn in the soul sand valleys. So I just went to a soul sand valley, whipped up a quick platform, and then I got a gas. So I do have a gas syringe. And then, so let me whip that up real quick. Flight module. All right. All right. I need Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. I already made that one. Actually, I got a spare one because if you make one, it gives you another one. And then the batteries. I did make these batteries a long time ago. And then I put them in this, and this is being fed by an energy hopper. And so it just over the course, like basically as soon as I had nitro crystals, I made these two batteries and started them charging because they do need to be charged for the craft. All right, so I need a vibrant capacitor bank, and that's just a crafting recipe. And then one of the last pieces is going to be this 16M mega storage component. And that's, again, just goes through the crafting. Okay, here's my vibrant capacitor bank. Okay, what else can I do here? I do have singularities. Maybe we'll do the singularity real quick. I don't know if I have enough coal and everything to do this. but let's try it. So in order to make the linked singularities, we do need an ender pearl. And do I have an explosion spell? Let's use this one. Projectile, explosion. Okay. All right, so in order to create the singularities, you do have to have a singularity and an ender pearl. You got to explode them, and then that will turn it into a quantum entangled singularity. There you go. No TNT necessary. And so, let's see, I wonder if I have any red matter. Did I make any red matter? I will need 4. That's weird that it kind of ended up over here. All right, cool. I'm still making the 16. Okay. The last piece is the Klein star Omega. So the Klein stars are they are batteries for EMC. So you can take, actually, I think I actually have a Klein star on me. Let's see, what do I got? Yeah, so I have a Klein star on me. You can actually, my tablet here, you can actually charge it by sticking it in here. And this holds 50,000 EMC. So not a lot, but I mean, I don't really need a lot. Just because I'm not using it for flight or anything. I'm kind of just like randomly using the occasional little bit of EMC. Um, but what we can do is you can get a bigger and better Klein star. Each Klein star uses 4 of the one before it. And so this is kind of like a, um, it uses a lot, right? Like in order to make a Klein star Omega, I need 1,024 Klein star Eins. So, which means I need 52,000 coal. I think I made it. Did I already make some? I don't know. Oh, right. I don't need as much coal because I whipped up like a couple thousand Mobius fuel. Or yeah. So, but I will start this going with the Klein star Omega, and that's, I still have 84,000 coal left. And so my coal production is still going along quite nicely. So while those 2 star pieces are crafting, let's hop into Botania. So earlier I had set up my Botania. This is super early setup with, just a couple endoflames, eating coal, making mana into these mana pools. I did empty some of these mana pools into some tablets just to make a little bit more of a stockpile of mana. But if we're going to get further on into Botania, I will need another mana spreader. And then I need a runic altar. I will need a diamond. Maybe 16. And for the time being, I'm just going to have this guy. He should lead my wand to the forest. All right, and so he should pull from this pool, and he's obviously aiming directly up into the runic altar. Not sure if I will be automating this, but I will need water, fire, earth, and air. Those are the 4 basic runes. Oh man, I really should automate this. I really should automate this. Okay, well, let's use a modular router. I wonder if I have a dropper module. Do I have a dropper module? I can make one. Okay, and we'll make an entangled block, maybe another couple. We'll need a demagnetizing coil. Um, and let's use a barrel. Okay. Let's go down here just so I have, okay, I do, just so I can have some cables and some, okay, so what's going to happen is when I throw that pattern, throw whatever in that pattern provider, it will fill this barrel with all the stuff. And then I will use modular routers. I will need a polar module. And then the dropper module. It will drop down. And then you will pull up. And that should drop everything onto here. The runic altar is kind of smart, where once it knows it has a set of ingredients, it will start crafting. And then all it requires then is a modular router with a, let's make another one of the forest. And an activator. All right, and then he is going to action right click in front of him. Okay. Let's see if we can get this working. Okay, so runes. Okay, so we're gonna do first things first. That's going to be water, fire, earth, and air. Things we need to get a hold of are mana powder, which I have plenty of, and mana steel, which I have an okay amount of. Oops. Okay. And I will need a fishing rod. Right? That was. What else? Okay, let's see if I can craft this. I don't know if this will actually work. And the runiculture is smart enough to not. It's smart enough to not accept the living rock. Perfect. Okay, so we just cancel that guy real quick. So it works. It just needs to get sucked up. I'm going to use a vacuumulator because I feel like the vacuumulator is slow enough. I don't want something like sucking up super duper fast because then um, uh, it will suck it up into here before it has a chance to become part of the recipe. I will need a filter, a thermal filter. And then I need to make sure I blacklist living rock because remember the living rock is going to sit on top of here. And then one more modular router. I'm going to need a sender, the router, and then a puller. What's the camouflage one? Okay. So he's going to pull from here. Oh, which is... Okay, so he's going to pull from the back. And then he's going to sender. And he's going to send her into that guy. That needs to be on lock until the primary crafting result is returned. Okay. So that means that anything that he picks up will get sucked into here, and then he will get sent down to there. Okay, so now let's try this again. Let's try with fire. And I'll throw like some speed upgrades or something like that into this, I guess. All right, and it worked. Okay, let's air. And I'll start the earth one pending as well, and that way it should wait until. All right, cool. Um, okay, so now let's do some more runes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to need now a terrestrial agglomeration plate. Let me just make another rune of mana while we're waiting. Oh, I do have apparently quests. Let's have a look at these Botania quests. Okay, and for this guy, living rocks in the middle. Let's see if I can make some sparks. All right, let's see what this guy says. Several sparks are manifolds. Okay. And then Terrasteel is going to be a mana, a diamond, and a mana steel. Mana diamond and mana pearl. Okay. And that's the Terrasteel. Okay, I'm gonna make another one. How do it? It looks like they're okay. Terrasteel. I can make the Terrasteel nuggets, which means I can make the Elven Gateway core. Okay, and then I'm gonna need 2 pylons to open up the gateway. Okay, so 1 Terrasteel will get me into Elfheim, or to the Elfheim stuff, I guess. I think a quarter is enough. Yeah, so it uses like a chunk of mana just to open the thing to start with. But after that, it just kind of stays there. I guess it requires like a little bit per operation, but not like a lot. Oh yeah, so I used up. I don't think I have enough mana in here to do another. This one's full. I don't think I have enough to do another Terrasteel, but that's okay. Eventually, I'll need to do this guy, the Mana Infuser, which can make Terra Steel as well, and it uses less mana because this one takes half a mana pool, and this one takes I think that's a whole mana pool. So Spark. I do need a dominant Spark. That means I need the Pixie Dust, which is the Mana Pearl. So the Spark augments, you can color the sparks. So you can see that this one is a white color. That's the default color. And then the other symbol here is the dominant. So what that means is it will reach out to any spark that it will see and it will pull from it. And the spark network, all the sparks in a given area, will prioritize this one to get the mana. Because the Mana Infuser from Mythic Botany is not smart like the agglomeration plate, you have to have that dominant one. Like before with the Terra Steel, this should suck up the Elf Steel once it's completed. Oh man, I really hope I have enough. Oh man, it is killing this mana pool. Okay. All right, Elf Steel complete. So now I can make the Elf Steel pylons. Let's say I will need 4 of these guys. And these are also useful for oh, I will need more of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see these have Eterna on them, which is kind of nice. And I can turn these into the Gaia pylon. That's Botania. Did some good work there. Everything that I need automated, namely the runic altar, is done. I'm not going to bother doing this thing right here. And honestly, I don't really think that I'm going to need a bunch more mana. You can see how much mana I actually used for the runic altar. So any runes that I need to like craft just as the time goes by, I won't need to do anything with them, or I won't need to supplement that mana. And then these guys will just be extraneous mana. I'll probably throw a spark on just these other ones so that this thing can utilize it. And then yeah, it's just not worth automating this stuff. Okay, so the last thing that we have to do for Botania, and we'll do this next time, is do the Gaia Guardian fight. Because we need We need Gaia Guardian, Gaia Spirit seeds. And I don't think, what else do we need them for? Botania. Oh, so the Dragon Soul requires a Gaia Spirit. And the Gaia Spirit, the seeds is 4. So as long as I get 4 Gaia Spirits out of the tier 1 Gaia Guardian, then I'm good. Because I can just take these seeds that I have to make anyways, throw them in one of my phytogenic insulators for like a second, and I'll have enough. So it looks like I only have to do a little bit of the Gaia Guardian fight. Should I just do it right now and just power through it? Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay. So I built out the platform. It will tell you if you don't have an appropriate platform. And here we go. Oh man, it's loud. And I don't have my Arcanist's armor on, so I actually am kind of on the lower end of the mana. But even so, I still have mana boost and mana regen on my good armor here, so awesome. And okay, so I have enough. All right, I'll leave this out there. I'm not sure it needs to. Man. I'm not sure I actually need that right now, though. But I'll just leave it out there. I did make a recipe for the Gaia Guardian seeds. And like I said, all I need to really do is take these seeds when they're done and throw it in one of my phytogenic insulators. That's nitro crystals, it's inferium seeds. All right. Okay, so now the final piece is, can I make the dimensional seed? I don't know. Let's see if I can make the dimensional seed. And this would be okay, dimensional seed complete. All right. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna do is I still didn't do that 16 million thing. Oh, I did. It now is crafted. Can I do this? And I can make an probability thing. And did I do a Klein Star Omega? What was that? The Oblivion Shard? Boom. Got it. One, two, three, four pieces of all the mod star left, and the pulsating black hole is done, as far as I could tell. It's got some. This is all. This is magic, magic, magic. Um, so next time is definitely going to be cleaning up, and then getting ready for uh, this guy. The Dragon Soul is going to be the last big one, so we'll um, maybe we'll do this next time. But this is going to be the big piece that's left to do, just because of this chaotic core and a chaotic energy controller. Thanks for watching. Um, I'll see you next time. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. But we're getting closer, getting real close. Look at all these pieces of the star we got. Um, so if you have any comments or tips or tricks or anything, leave them down below, and I'll see you later. Thanks.